Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. You know, I've been bringing up a lot of videos of the 50s, of the bodybuilders of the past, and boy, I found so much stuff out there, and it's so interesting to me to look back and see who was who back in the day. And I just located some stuff on Jack LaLanne, and for you younger guys that don't know who Jack LaLanne was, he was the epitome of fitness and bodybuilding. He was born in, I believe, 1914, and he started this fitness thing back in the 30s with people in their homes, training them to be patients that were sick and women who wanted to get into shape, and had a TV show called the Jack LaLanne Show back in the 50s, late 40s and 50s, where he came on TV, and you'll see this here, I'll show you a clip, with just a chair and his little jumpsuit, which he was famous for, and he gave them exercises to work out at home, so they'd watch their TV and they'd work out with him, kind of like Jane Fonda did. But he had an arsenal of fans. They were everywhere. It's the Jack LaLanne Show. Worldwide known. He made appearances. He swam the Golden Gate Channel handcuffed, pulling a bunch of tugboats as a feat of strength. And he did really odd things like this. He was a very short man. I think his height was like, 5'6", if that even. Very well built. He was one of the first bodybuilders. Excuse me. He was one of the first bodybuilders, and his fitness was huge. He wanted to help people that were sick and get into the homes and make them better by fitness and nutrition. Started his own nutrition company. He was one of the first guys to invent the leg extension machine and cables, if you can imagine that. I met him on a couple of occasions at gym openings. I didn't realize he was from Bakersfield, my hometown even. He died at the age of 96, I think in 2000, I had it down there somewhere, 2011, from heart failure. He was arrested, I think, at the age of 92 for a DUI, which he deserves the right to drink. It was really kind of funny. And when he was at Joe Gold's memorial, he had said, my wife's out here with me, we've been married. He says, let me think back, like 102 years, which probably seemed like it. But he had a great spirit. He was very, very energetic. He was nice to everybody. He took the time to talk to everybody. And so he was on the Groucho show, like I showed you before with Reg Lewis and some of the other guys, because Groucho Marx was the show that came into your home every night. Groucho Marx, of course, was a comedian. The Marx Brothers were very funny. They had movies years ago. And they had a game show, which for $100, you say the secret word. But it was all in fun. It was basically a show to bring people on who were interesting, and maybe celebrities who wanted to get more exposure in the business. And so Jack came on there talking about his nutrition company. And, of course, Groucho knew who he was ahead of time, but he has to play along with it and say, well, what is it you do? And he says, you're in the wives' homes every morning. And he says, I'd like to get in the wives' homes every morning. So it was more of a fun comedy thing than it was a serious game show. But I had the footage. I'm going to run it for you. I run his show that he did his workouts with, and he was just a treasure. He went against Arnold for some sort of a strength feat when Arnold was 21, and he beat him. And Arnold never forgot it. He said, Jack is an amazing man. When he became a governor, he gave to Jack like a Hall of Fame award, just said this guy's the most amazing physical fitness specimen ever. So he has quite a legendary history and a lot of respect, and it's sad to see an icon like that not around anymore, but you know, we all go at some point in our life. But he did live to the good old age of 96, and you know, he lived right and he lived clean like we all do, and we all try to do the best. But your heart's a muscle. You wear it and you work it and you work it, and your body works and your body works. Eventually things just wear out. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe in the future they will, but it's not because of any sort of living that he did that was dangerous or, you know, off the cuff and drugs and all that kind of stuff. He just wore out. Of course, he was very physical, so he probably led the lives of 3. Anyway, watch the video. I think you'll like it. It's a lot of fun. And watch the whole game show that he's on. It's Groucho Marx is extremely funny.
And now, here is the man who will show you how to feel better, look better, Jack LaLanne.
Oh, here's a movement you're going to like. Let's do it sitting down, huh? I hope you have a chair handy. Remember, just a kitchen chair or a dining room chair, anything will be fine. Now, come in here. Don't be so... How come you're so far away? Come on over here. Let's get acquainted. That's it. He's like, you know, yesterday I was just a little nervous with, you know, coming into your home for the first time, and today I feel real at ease with you. We're sure getting to be friends real quick, aren't we? Thanks again for letting me come into your home. All right. Pretend now that we are rowing a boat. You have a good imagination. Use it. Do you remember maybe one time in your life, maybe on a vacation, you're out in the lake rowing a boat, or you're in a river somewhere, or maybe out in the ocean? Huh? You remember how you row a boat? Well, it's a fine exercise. Now, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing along with me, come on. Dee-dee, merrily, merrily down, and 1, 2, 3. A little higher, keep your legs straight, and 2, and 3, 4, and rest. 1, 2, 3. That's it. All right, now this time I want you to straighten up in your chair as much as you can. Arch your back, head up, pull your tummy way in. Come on, pull it in, pull it in. That's it. Come on, now pull it way in this time. Come on, in. That's the way. Come on, now, once more. See, I want you to learn to control this old tummy here because this is the... That's our bicycle gymnastic. Come on now, good. Dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And rest. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Oh, now, once more.
What this dedicated man is doing for your health and figure, then tell a friend about the Jack LaLanne Show. This channel daily.
And here he is, the one and only Fenneman. Be my guest. George, I'd like to have you talk to Evelyn Beebe and Jack LaLanne. Would you come in, please, and meet George Fenneman?
I will. Yes. How do you do?
Mr. Fenneman. All right.
How do you do, Beebe?
How do you do?
I'd like you to meet another friend of mine. Well, bring the girl down.
If the girl is coming down, I'm coming back.
I knew that would get you.
Welcome to the Late Late Show, except in the Middle West. And say the secret word and divide an extra $100,000. I mean an extra $100. It's a common word. It's something you see every day. You give up? Evelyn Beebe and Jack LaLanne, huh? That's your Evelyn over there.
Yes, sir.
Evelyn, where are you from? How old are you, and are you married?
I'm from Libertyville, Illinois. I'm 20 years old, and I'm single.
Well, you got lots of time to get married. It's one thing you never want to rush into. When you meet a man you like, think it over very carefully. Take all day if necessary. And you're Jack LaLanne?
I'm Jack LaLanne, Groucho.
Doesn't seem possible. Particularly since I've never met him. Where are you from, Jack?
I was born and raised in San Francisco.
Oh, were you there during the earthquake?
I'm not that old, Groucho.
They had one last week. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Evelyn, there's your man. How old are you, Jack?
You know, Groucho, every year I get a year younger. I don't consider calendar years. I say that your age is the sum total of your physical condition, the condition of your mind, and how you feel.
In what way do you get younger? Are you ready for your second childhood?
Well, nothing like that, but, you know, each year on my birthday, I try to do something that no one has ever done before. I try to do something...
That's not easy.
Oh, you're right. Try to do something no one has ever done before.
I see. What did you do on your last birthday, Jack?
Well, last birthday was September 26th. I broke a record. I paddled from the Farallon Islands to San Francisco on a surfboard in 9.5 hours in rough water.
Well,
that was nonstop.
Honey, I thought you'd never get here, huh? $50 for you and $50 for the girl, huh? Wouldn't you rather give the man 70 and the girl 30?
No.
No. Well, goodbye, dear. Make a wonderful mother, wouldn't she, huh? Why do you insist on such curious and strenuous demonstrations? What are you trying to prove? Why don't you just settle for a birthday cake and some cheap neckties like the rest of us?
Well, Groucho, health is my business.
Health is your business?
Yes. Well, I take about 100 alfalfa tablets a day. You know, alfalfa's one of the richest
But
sources
the
of
cows
minerals and
eat,
vitamins.
isn't it?
Then I take about 50 desiccated liver tablets a day, and I take Boneplex and extra vitamin C.
You've never thought of just killing yourself, huh? Where do you get these pills?
Where do I get them?
Yeah.
I manufacture them under my own name.
Oh.
Yeah, but let me tell you something about these, you know. Like first thing, the vitamin B. You know what vitamin B has to do with your energy and your vitality. It helps you to make decisions more, and it calms your nerves down.
I made a decision already. I'm not going to take any of your pills. Well, how do you tell the people about this message of yours? Do you stand on a soapbox in the public square?
No, not exactly, Groucho. I have a daily TV show that I show the housewife how to do corrective exercise, and I give her facts about scientific nutrition.
Well, when is it on? I'd like to see it sometime.
It's 9:30 to 10 in the mornings. And what I do, I get in the home and help the average housewife to be more glamorous and more beautiful.
And where's
through
her
better
husband
nutrition.
while this is going on? You go from house to house?
Well,
Yeah?
that's my idea. My job is to get in the woman's home, you know, via television.
That's my idea, too, but I don't seem to... Now, would you mind staying healthy for a few minutes while I talk to your partner here? What kind of an occupation do you have, Evelyn? Are you a specialist of some kind?
I'm working toward becoming a character actress and a comedian.
You're working towards becoming a comedian?
Yes.
Well, so have I, but this has been going on for years. What sort of work have you done in the past?
Well,
I mean, like last night.
Well, I do typing and modeling and personal
Simultaneously?
counseling. Oh, yes, and in the mornings and things, I go to my lessons. In the afternoon, I personal counsel, type manuscripts, do these other things, maintain to pay the rent and to pay these people.
You say you were a personal counselor? Where did you get your training for this job?
Well, I took philosophy in college, and I also read The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale.
Have you ever seen Norman Vincent Peale?
No, I haven't. I missed
Well, it's
one of
very
his
interesting. You should see it sometime.
See him? I read his book.
I just couldn't resist it, that's all. All right, well, let's play You Bet Your Life. This is Mr. Fenneman. This is
How do you do?
Luella, and this is Jack. Not Luella,
Luella?
No,
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Evelyn, Evelyn. You're going to identify some objects. These are all objects everybody has seen many times. Look at them and tell me what they are. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. Now, George, come over and hold up the first one. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
Now, what would you call this? If you don't know, guess.
Symbolism. It's a symbolist, sir.
No, it's a glockenspiel. All right, now what is this called?
Sexton.
Yes. Now, surveyors would use this. What is it?
You have 2 right now.
I'm trying to think.
Yes, if you keep quiet, he can think. Otherwise, he's liable to make you take some of those pills.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I guess nobody knows but me. It's a transit. Transit.
You now have 1 wrong.
Those are very slow. That's not the rapid transit. That's the real slow ones. Now, what is this? Bring it out,
Oh,
George.
I was just,
Show it to the customers.
Abacus.
Abacus, yes.
right.
That's what I'm smoking, abacus. Now, this is often called a sweet potato. No, not this. This. Bring it out. What is it?
Ocarina.
Ocarina.
You now have 2 right.
Do you know that song? Dance to the music of the ocarina. That's by Irving Berlin, who was probably the greatest songwriter ever lived.
Coffee grinder.
What is this?
Coffee grinder.
Well, a coffee mill, but we'll give it to
Coffee
you.
mill.
You
Just
now have...
remember that the mills of the gods grind slowly, but they grind exceeding fine. Remember.
You have 3
Been a
right.
long time.
Did you know that? What are you doing, George? You're leaping back and forth here with all kinds of curious things. Do you like this? You having fun out of this?
Well, I'll get healthy.
Fishing creel. Basket.
Fishing creel is right.
And at this point, you have 4 right, and you
4
win yourself
right.
$1,000.
You won $1,000.
Thank you.
You know, now
my
you've won
partner.
$1,000. Now, you can keep it and quit, or else you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a crack at $5,000 or even $10,000. So you go over there and sit down and think about it, and thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Grouch. It's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Now, if you decide to try for the big money and you fail, you wind up with a total of $500. Now, what are you going to do?
Go for the money.
You going to go for broke, you two? You know you get to pick 2 numbers. Go ahead, pick the first number for $10,000, and I'll explain as we go along.
3.
Now, you pick a number for $5,000.
Yes, 8.
8.
I see.
Turn the wheel.
heart attack.
Pretty close. Now, this question is worth $2,000. You ready? One of the biggest sports stories of early '59 was the victory over Australia by the United States Davis Cup team. A young citizen of Peru, playing for the United States, was largely responsible for this victory. For $2,000, what was his name? All right, who was it?
The only thing that registers me is something like Murillo or...
No, I'm sorry. His name is Alex Olmedo. Sorry, mister, but you wind up with $500. That isn't too bad. Congratulations, and thanks for being with us.
Well, there you have it. What'd you think? Wasn't it great? I mean, Jack was so conservative and just, you know, kind of soft-spoken. I'm Jack LaLanne. I do nutrition. This is why I take all these liver pills a day. Of course, we all did back then, and Groucho went along with it and had fun with it. But he was quite a guy, and my hat's off to Jack LaLanne. He started the bodybuilding era and the fitness thing and the whole deal, and I was really happy to find this footage and share it with you viewers. So I'll have more coming up. Thank you for watching Rick's Corner. I really appreciate your viewing what I have and giving me the confidence to do it and giving me the support as fans. I love you guys so much. You've done so much with your nice comments and your emails. I just treasure everything you send me. I wish I could go around the world and shake all your hands. I really, really, really mean that. You guys are wonderful people. Thanks again for watching Rick's Corner, and we'll see you next time.
Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com.
Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.